this may be his toughest opponent to date. I say this because some of his fights in the past were very close, and in some cases, opponents actually were winning. Hello, HTV boxing fans. It is fight week. Magsayo defends the WBC featherweight title against Rey Vargas at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas this Saturday. Main events will begin at approximately 11 p.m. Eastern, and it is brought to you by Premium Boxing Champions on Showtime. Event is promoted by TBG Promotions. In this short video, as I always do, I will discuss the strengths and weaknesses of both fighters, the strategies I expect them to be going in with, and of course my prediction. This is Talking Boxing. Before I go on, please don't forget to leave your prediction below in the comment section, like and share this video, and subscribe. I'm almost reaching the 2,000 mark, and your subscription will be very much appreciated. So let's talk briefly about Magsayo. Magsayo won the WBC ABC featherweight title in 2019. He's coming in as the current holder of the WBC featherweight title after an upsetting victory over long-reigning world champion Rey Vargas Jr. He comes with a record of 24 wins, 0 losses, and 16 by way of knockouts. He also held the WBO International Featherweight title in the past. The Filipino has been fighting since he was 8 years old. Yes, 8 years old. And he made his professional debut in 2013. What are his strengths going in? Magsayo is one of the biggest punchers in his weight class at the moment and makes his opponents pay for it, especially when they do not protect themselves. He's also an explosive fighter, puts together combinations, and that can put opponents to sleep if they lack defense. He also has 1-2 in his arsenal that almost always works for him, and that is uppercut. He has a mean uppercut that boxers suffer from anytime he brings it out. What are his weaknesses? I wouldn't say what I'm about to say is a weakness per se, but I feel like Magsayo has not been tested. This may be his toughest opponent to date. I say this because some of his fights in the past were very close, and in some cases opponents actually were winning until he was able to pull an uppercut or a knockout, and that's how he won those fights. So I believe that he has something to prove to boxing fans right now and his doubters, and he will be tested. Let's talk about Rey Vargas. Vargas is coming in with an impressive record of 35 wins and 0 losses, 22 of the wins by way of knockouts. The Mexican is a 7-time national champion and a WBC Youth Silver Super Bantamweight champion. Vargas won the WBC Super Bantamweight title in 2017 against Gavin McDonald and went ahead and defended it a whopping 5 times. So he's moving up the weight to featherweight for his first title shot. What are his strengths? Vargas is bringing in experience and has certainly fought some of the best in the bantamweight with Gavin McDonald and Oscar Negrete easily coming in mind. He has great endurance, can go the distance, controlling it with jabs, which is his next attribute. He has great jabs with his long arms. This should come in handy in going into a fight with somebody like Magsayo, so that he can keep him at bay. What are his weaknesses? Vargas has been active for almost 3 years. He only fought once since July of 2019 against Leonardo Baez in November of last year. We may see some rust with a fighter like Magsayo, but I think his experience may override that. What should we expect the night of? Magsayo is now definitely the face of Filipino boxing, being trained by Pacquiao's trainer and fully and publicly supported by Manny Pacquiao himself. So he will look to continue that story of the new Filipino era. Vargas, on the other hand, is looking to become a 2-division champion, having won the bantamweight before. To me, Magsayo has a lot more to prove because his win over Rey Vargas Jr. could have been more impressive than it was, considering Russell was literally fighting with one hand because of injury. What should we expect? Again, with all that mentioned, I do expect fireworks pretty early in the night because both fighters are not necessarily what you would consider technical fighters. Magsayo has been dropped before with several shots to the body, which eventually weakens him. I expect Vargas to also do that, because Vargas does is usually commit to body shots, and we may try to tear the body of Magsayo apart with these shots. Now to my prediction. This is going to be a competitive and interesting fight. It could frankly go either way. Most betting outlets have it dead even in the center. This is a difficult one to predict. But if it goes to decision, Vargas is going to win. Personally, I feel the weight behind Magsayo to deliver for his country makes him more hungrier, and coupled with all his attributes that I mentioned earlier, including his power, I predict a late round knockout at around 9 or 10 in favor of Magsayo. Yes, this is an unpopular opinion, as most people are predicting a Vargas win, but this is what my guts tell me is going to happen. Thanks for watching, and please state your prediction below the video. Also, please show some support if you like this, and share to your social media and friends who love boxing, and all your friends. Also subscribe and follow. This is Talking Boxing.